Thank you. Thank you so much. Everybody, please have a seat. Thank you so much. Well, I don't know whether this is appropriate, but I just told Sister Carol I love her on a big stage. It is true, though. I do. She is just wonderful. You know, her dedication to doing God's work here on earth, her commitment to serving the least of these, her steadiness, her strength, her steadfast voice have been an inspiration to me. And it's true, I just love nuns generally. I'm just saying.
Everybody loves nuns. Seriously, everybody loves nuns. Statistically speaking, you are probably not Catholic. You love nuns. Admit it. Even the President of the United States loves nuns. Everybody loves nuns. Today, President Obama spoke to the Catholic Health Association. He says he loves him some Sister Carol, by which he means Sister Carol Keehan. She's a member of the Sisters of Charity of St. Vincent de Paul. That's her order. She's also the head of the Catholic Health Association, which the president addressed today on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of the founding of that organization. He also addressed them more bluntly to thank them for supporting the Affordable Care Act, to thank them for supporting Obamacare, which is maybe on the verge of going away. Seriously. President Obama talked about it in blunt terms on his trip abroad over the weekend. He said the Supreme Court should never have taken up the case they are about to rule on, which could have them strike down Obamacare and throw 6 million people off their health insurance. That Supreme Court ruling is due any day now, certainly before the end of this month. But in anticipation of that ruling, the White House has built this new Healthcare in America website, this big elaborate website. They're also talking about the benefits of the health care law, and I think trying to dramatize to Congress just how terrible it will be for the country if the Supreme Court strikes down the law and throws millions of people off their health insurance and Congress doesn't act to fix it. Congress very easily could fix the law in the face of the Supreme Court's ruling if they wanted to. So the White House has basically been making this case that, you know, politics aside, if the Supreme Court strikes down Obamacare on this technicality that's before the court right now, it's not the president who would lose. It's not Democrats who would lose. It's not a theoretical political win or loss, right? It's 6 million real live Americans who have health insurance right now who will lose it in the face of that ruling. So the White House strategy, I think, has been to try to personalize this as an issue, to make it about real Americans. Today, the White House blog posted this kind of remarkable letter, which was written to the president by a woman in Palmer, Pennsylvania, a woman named Deborah Lee Orrin. As you can see, it's a handwritten letter written on a yellow legal pad. Dear President Obama, I've been in a wheelchair since 2010. Osteoarthritis was so bad I couldn't stand or walk. My knees couldn't straighten at all. I was in constant pain. Then you got us the health plan. I was able to get both knees replaced. It was done May 21st, 2014. It was hard work, but so worth it. I bless you every night. I'm able to walk the dogs again. I walk with my husband, Michael, and hold hands. It's like a whole new world for me. You are the one responsible for this wonderful gift. Please don't let the Republicans bully you. We people at the bottom of the ladder love you for the hand up. Now I can cook without worry of getting burned. I can food shop by myself. I can go to the doctor when in need of assistance. I'm a strong Irish woman. You just keep pushing. Let them know you won't take any guff. You will always be in my prayers, you and your family. God bless America, and God bless you. Sincerely, Deborah Lee Orrin. You know, and if you are the President of the United States, you've kind of got to love getting a pep talk like that any day of the week on any issue from somebody in your country, right? But now the White House is putting stories like that to work. They posted that on the blog, right? They're telling stories like that. They're basically trying to use personal stories like that to make the country brace itself, brace ourselves for the fact that the Supreme Court might be able to take away health care for 6 million people. And implicitly, they're making the case that Congress might want to save the law, which they could do if the Supreme Court moves to strike it down.
Remaking Deborah's world didn't require a miracle. It just required that Deborah have access to something that she and every other American has a right to expect, which is health care coverage. More than 5 years ago, I said that while I was not the first president to take up this cause, I was determined to be the last. And now it's up to all of us, the citizens in this room and across the country, to continue to help make the right to health care a reality for all Americans.
President Obama today rallying support for Obamacare, whose fate hangs in the balance at the Supreme Court right now, and on which a ruling is expected any day. As I mentioned earlier, we are also expecting rulings from the court on the constitutionality of lethal injection. We're also expecting rulings from the court on the small matter of whether or not the Constitution requires equal marriage rights for same-sex couples coast to coast. The Supreme Court has a lot of really huge issues on their plate right now. All of those decisions and more are due by the end of this month and could come anytime. Tick tock.